What's up you all? We're gonna play a couple ladder games today. I'm gonna tell you what's going in my head in real time, how I process the information, and how to learn from a nice little game that we play against a Terran barcode. I have no idea who that is actually. That's the purpose of a barcode if you ask me. So of course, Chrono Boost early game. You can see I'm just doing my best to put the workers in the closest mineral patches to get as much mineral income as possible. Matters even more than before now on this patch. I'm gonna get my little sim city. I can already see how I'm gonna implement my gateway and my cyber core. On this map, a single core blocks this area. A gate over here will also get a nice wall as a total, so I'm gonna do it this way. I always leave a gap between the nexus and the gate because you need some escape route from your nexus from both sides, right? If you get harassed by Hellions, for example, or Widow Mines, you need two escape routes. We're gonna go for gas and chrono again as fast as possible. And I like every now and then to delay the scouting a little bit because, I don't know, you just have so few workers on this patch that I like the idea to just delay the scouting a little bit to have a bit more income, to make sure everything lines up pretty well. Because you might say, well, I'm scouting, I've got the information. Yes, but you're so broke that even if you know what's going on, well, your stuff is so delayed that you don't really get the benefits of the scout. So I still have no opinion. Of course, these kind of things are a bit annoying. So in this case, I'm gonna have to open core before Nexus, which is not what I wanted to do. But as Celine Dion once said, that's the way it is. This guy is being particularly annoying, so I need to keep an eye on it. I'm gonna hotkey my core, so I don't need to click it. So manually get some workers over here. My eyes now are looking at the minimap just to see if a red dot is going back towards the eBay, which means that's the SCV coming back. My core is about to finish. I think I can let this probe finish probably. There it is. I'm just going to do that and wait a little bit. I didn't want to cancel my probe just to get the stalker 2 seconds faster. I think it's probably not worth it. So now I'm looking at my supply. I've got 5 in the bank, so I can do that. Then I go for the gas. So yeah, my Stargate is going to be delayed because of his bullshit. But of course he had to sacrifice, well, not sacrifice, but send an SCV, and of course he also had to make the eBay. Not that it's cheap or expensive, that's not the point, but that's still a little bit of an investment. So I have less gas than I would like to, so I have to embrace it. Oh, I need a pylon right now actually, because of course usually your Nexus provides a supply at this point, but in this case my Nexus got delayed by the eBay block. So Phoenix gonna show up in his main as fast as possible. I don't really know what he's up to. There's a chance he's actually playing double gas. Pretty rare when they open eBay block, to be perfectly honest, but I think it's a big commitment. Okay, my Nexus finishes. I'm gonna chrono boost it right away. And instead of chrono boosting my other Nexus, I'm actually going to chrono boost my Phoenix instead, so I can have the information as fast as possible. Third adept on the way, so I open Stalker first to have an anti-Reaper defense because it builds quicker, and then I go back into adepts because they are cheaper in terms of gas, and of course they have more firepower against the Hellions and the Marines, the 3-shot Marines. I'm gonna get one pylon at the edge of my main to get some vision. Keep rallying my Phoenixes, keep making workers at all time. Never cut the Phoenix production, never cut the worker production. I'm gonna get my extra. Okay, so probably tanks or cyclones. Does he have a starport? Okay, I'm gonna get my buildings in. Oh, no starport actually. I'm quite surprised. So I'm gonna go to Phoenix charge here. 2 extra gates. Gonna hotkey my thing. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, well this is not the best case scenario. Okay, I need to lift one of them. Rapidly gonna chrono boost my workers. Okay, I should be able to deal with them just fine. Okay, that was a bit expensive, I'm not gonna lie. I need to find the starport now and at least get rid of it. So I'm gonna anticipate. There's a chance it's already beginning to fly. I'm not gonna chrono boost charge because I'm not gonna need it very fast. Okay, what can I find? I'm gonna anticipate this to get an excess. Where's the starport? No way, it flew this fast already? Maybe in this area? Because if it's making banshees, I need to be aware of that. Okay. I think I'm... Oh shit, I didn't start this. Oh, okay, it's here already. So it was not that close to my base, I suppose. So now I kind of need to make a decision as to what I'm going to do in this game. How much stuff does he have? Oh, that's not that many... That's not that many Marines. Oh, I don't have enough left. I'm gonna lose one Phoenix because of that. I would have saved my my Phoenix otherwise, but I would have saved my Phoenix, but sadly didn't have a lift. I miscalculated. So I have to be very careful with my supply. Some pylons to get some space. So I'm gonna have to make a forge. I mean, yeah, I need to kill this pylon at some point because it's bothering my mining a little bit. I made it to defend. So stim pack, combat shield, widow mines probably in the making. So it's gonna push eventually. So my third base finishes. I'm gonna chrono boost my probes to saturate it as fast as possible, and I keep on producing some zealots. One by one of my gateways. I'm gonna keep making phoenixes because yeah, I know he's getting widow mines with this guy over here, so very important to keep tabs on that. My forge should finish. I'm gonna go for armor. Pairs pretty well with zealots, and make sure my pylon production is constant so I don't get supply blocked. Maybe I can get one more phoenix perhaps. Okay, his attack is inbound. He's got quite a bit of widow mines actually, so I need to be extremely careful about that. He's crossing the map. There he comes. I can get 3 extra gates in the meantime. Oopsie daisy. They're not gonna be ready, but it's okay. So right now I'm pretty much playing Brood War, just making units one by one like this. Whoop, up, 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 up. It's actually annoying you to re-hotkey your stuff all the time. I don't want him to... I need to kill at least the medevacs. That would be cool to kill them. I think I'm gonna get them both. Yes. Okay, that was a pretty good fight. Rapidly gonna saturate these bases and get a robo because I don't want to stay stuck on the random tech. Can I lift the... Yeah, I think I lifted it on time. Even lifted one of my stuff. Oh, the friendly fire is gonna hurt. So now I'm... Oh, puta madre. Sorry for the swearing, but that was a big shot on my phoenixes. I keep making units. This is why you see you can macro like a Terran. You can macro without even looking at your screen. I can make phoenixes pressing my hotkey, I can make zealots pressing my hotkey, I can make probes without even looking at my base. So that's... So I think this game is pretty much over. I'm literally rallying my shit to his base. And there it is, GG. My RTS Dojo is a website that I've created with Elaser and Spirit, where you can find tons of different strategies, builds, and tips on how to improve for all 3 races, Zerg, Terran, and Protoss. If you're watching me, you're probably watching Protoss content, so here I've made, for example, how to learn new maps like a pro, and I'm gonna make soon new strategies and builds for the new patch, especially the 8-worker start. So if you want to learn new builds and improve and get some fun in Starcraft 2, my RTS Dojo is where it's at. Alright, now we have a PvP against Rodzin, a Polish Protoss player. So a little bit of a PvP action to mix it up a little bit. Alright, gonna put my workers on the closest minerals patches to make it as optimal as possible. It makes actually quite a bit of a difference. Like, people will say that pro players are tryhards, but it actually makes a difference. Especially when you have fewer workers, as you can imagine. Alright, gonna get the pylon right on the edge like this. we're just gonna keep on making workers. You can set up some camera hotkeys, some camera locations like that. Make sure your worker is already on the spot. Actually, I'm saying this, but nowadays you have a bit less money, so I'm gonna get the gate. So we have 3 choices, I suppose. First one is you scout after the gate, which is quite ideal if you want to block a nexus, if they go 1 gate expand, or you scout after the second gate to have a bit more money, but then you will not be able to block the nexus. Or you don't scout at all. That's also a possibility. But, well, usually when you don't scout at all, it means you hide a pylon on the map, right? So either you go for a proxy robo, proxy stargate, proxy gate, just a single pylon to fake out your opponent a little bit. That's also a possibility. So now you need to know what units you want to make. Because if you don't know what you're going to make, well, you don't know how much gas you're supposed to mine. And that's actually pretty important to know. So how much gas are you willing to mine compared to what you're going to build? So in this game, I'm going to go for 1 adept, 1 stalker, and warp gate, which doesn't cost that much gas. It's gonna cost 125 gas in total. So I need 125 gas by the time my core finishes. So I can see I'm gonna be a bit short. Definitely gonna be short, so I'm just gonna add the workers now, and I will be just barely close to that. Gonna start that, start the adept. The fuck is he doing? Oopsie daisy. It's a bit late, to be fair. Alright, I'm feeling a bit sleepy. That's because it's hot. So it's chrono boosting warp gate, which is actually a big mistake. You should never show to your opponent you're researching warp gate. Okay, he's not scouting either. Can check if he has something else. No, there's nothing. I think my unit should be barely out of his base by the time his unit spawn. I'm gonna get a sentry over here, and my adept is going to cross the map. I'm gonna hotkey my adept separately. Gonna get 1 more sentry. So we'll have, you know, double sentry stalker, and this guy is going to get some scouting. Oh, he's getting adept, so I need to make sure I avoid this area so the watchtower doesn't see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go Nexus. I think I've got time for a pro, perhaps. And this worker is gonna stay over here to get ready to intercept the adepts. I'm going to chase them, no problem. And I'm gonna need to send this guy also. I'm gonna go for Templar. I understand myself, that's okay. I was able to get in. Or can I get the second one? I think I should be able to get this one, yes. Okay, I'm gonna get the pylon over here in the dead space. I'm gonna scout again. I could chrono boost my Nexus already, honestly. He is actually gonna come into the chase, so I'm gonna start making units. Can I snipe one? Yes, I can. I think this guy will survive, sadly. So now I plan on doing some... Why does he have no tech? Oopsie daisy. There's no tech. 1, 2, 3, 4 pylons and no tech. This is a bit suspicious. I'm just gonna grab 2 of these, try and find the adepts. So now my goal is I want to hit some timing attack with... I got a bit lucky here. I need to group my units together. So you will not kill much of anything. Oh, my pathing is not perfect. It's gonna... Oh, I knew it was gonna shoot this one. See? Pro player move, my friend. Okay, I need to keep on making units. I need to keep an eye also on my supply. Well, that was not the perfect macro behind it. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. But maybe I can do a little bit of something. We'll see. And I have to like an absolute mongoloid. So my blink is gonna be earlier than his because my twilight was finished before I even saw in tech building, so I'm just gonna cross the map. I'm gonna go double a depth behind it, and I will not commit to the push. Just still I'm gonna scare you type of pressure more than anything. Wait, there's no base? What is he doing? What is our friend doing? So my depths are ready, I'm gonna send them across the map, Q gate, and I'll keep making units from my gateway. So I've got blink, so I can utilize it. Finish this guy, that would be nice. Oh, puta madre. Man, my micro is absolutely catastrophic. Holy snap. I need to be a bit more careful because I'm kind of throwing shit left and right. Okay, I've got 4 gates that are constantly building stuff. Can Q charge probably. I'm gonna cancel the shades because he still is not there. I have to be honest that I'm a bit perplexed as to what is my opponent doing. These guys, I'm just gonna commit, fuck it. So it looks a lot like a blink all-in. So I'm gonna Q an immortal to defend myself. I'm gonna get maybe a battery or two, make sure my unit production is constant. He's there already, holy snap. Did not expect my opponent to be there already. I'm gonna pull some workers, I've got quite a bit of them. Snipe this one, can I snipe the orange one? Yes, I can snipe them both. It's got lots of shit, man. Need to snipe the orange ones. So you don't really make units in cycles anymore. Oh shit, that's a big linking. That's a very aggressive link that he did. You're too aggressive. I'm really gonna die to this shit? I don't have much income left, but at least I've got immortals on the way. I've got charge, which kind of helps. Like Zealots make very freaking fast, so that helps. Whew. It's close.